Kusow. I am a fourth-year psychology student at the University of Windsor. I'm a Windsorite born and raised, and I'm also the coordinator for the African Diaspora Youth Conference at the university. I first got involved 2 years ago, which is when I first met Alla, and she told me that she was the ADYC coordinator, and I only heard about it through high school. When I went to Massey, I knew of the conference and I knew of the scholarship, but I didn't really know what the conference entailed. So she asked me if I was interested in volunteering and to kind of help with the internal planning aspect of it. And I said, absolutely. You know, I'm never going to turn down a volunteering opportunity. And it kind of, the first day into the dean's office and meeting the entire team, meeting Crystal, meeting Dr. Allen, meeting Yvonne Zimmerman, like all of these wonderful people that are involved with the conference, and seeing the work that goes into it made it even a million times more exciting to get involved. Like getting into contact with Windsor schools, Detroit teachers, Toronto teachers, organizing like facilitation workshops and booking keynote speakers and having these interactive components to get the students involved. And the very first year I attended, which was 2 years ago, we had like, I think over 300 like students, volunteers, teachers, like a lot of people on campus. And as chaotic as those 2 days were, like they were a stressful 2 days, they were probably like one of the best 2 days of my life. Luckily, I was asked to coordinate for the next year. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we couldn't have it in person again. But this year we accommodated, we figured it out. We're now planning a full one-day online conference, and I'm excited to see how it's going to turn out.
What do you feel you have gained personally from the time you were first involved until now?
A lot. I definitely didn't have any a leadership opportunity like this before getting involved with ADYC. I wasn't really that involved with anything on campus. I think the only thing that I was doing was a peer support counselor, but even that was very like there wasn't a lot of leadership attached to it. It was mainly just counseling, but this allowed me to kind of get a hold of my organizational skills and my leadership skills and planning and figuring it out. Like this is one of the largest student-run conferences on campus, and it definitely forced me to kind of get my head in the game and understand what works and what doesn't work, and then I take what doesn't work and what works and apply it to the next year. So I definitely see myself as a much different leader, and yeah, that's probably the number one thing that sticks out. There's so much that students can take out of it, especially, I mean, we're doing it online this year, so there obviously might be a different approach to it or a different feeling, but whenever these students are on campus and we mix the students up in different groups so that they're not just with others in their schools, they have an opportunity to not only get to know other students, like Toronto students getting to know Windsor students, getting to know Detroit students. It gives them an opportunity to engage with university students. It gives them an opportunity to meet and have conversations with the facilitators and the keynote speakers and apply themselves in a way that maybe they haven't had a chance to previously through our workshops and our activities. And of course, the scholarship, you're coming to a conference for 2 days, simply just attending, having fun, getting to know people, getting to know yourself, and you boom, have $1,000 towards U Windsor for whatever program that you want, which is obviously like the cherry on top. But I think one thing that I love about the conference is seeing the way the students engage with one another, and kind of at the end, the final recap that they present to us. So one thing that they did at the end of ADYC last year, or the last time it happened on campus, we asked them to basically go up in their groups and have a little reflection piece, whether it's something that they loved about the past 2 days, their favorite part, was something that stuck out to them, whatever the case may be. And it always like brings tears to people's eyes. It's so amazing seeing these students who probably didn't even have the confidence to talk to a facilitator, let alone another student on the first day, get up on stage with a microphone talking in front of 300 people, telling them what they loved about the past 2 days. And that definitely is what stuck out to me the most and always sticks out to me. I always look forward to seeing how students take the conference and what their favorite parts are. And that just like makes it even better.
Tell me a little bit about the virtual conference this year on May 7th.
So there's a few key differences. The first is that normally ADYC is 2 days on campus, but being that we're online this year, we came to the conclusion that it'll just be best if we did it one day. So it's going to be a one-day conference on May 7th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So we're kind of formatting it like a school day, but we're trying to maintain the same features and aspects that the students would get if they were to be attending the conference in person. So we have 2 keynote speakers, Carrie Mason, who is an ex-detective from Detroit who goes around now Michigan and does these amazing lectures. He's a social justice advocate and just an amazing person. We also have Jeff A.D. Martin, who is a motivational speaker and a podcaster and author, and a handful of amazing facilitators, community leaders from Windsor who have attended the conference in the past, coming back for this. So yeah,